Hey guys, what's up, and welcome to my channel, and welcome to your weekly soul search message. This is going to be a love edition for the weekly soul search reading, because for the month of February all the messages are going to be pertaining to love. So if you haven't checked out a soul search reading in the past, go check those out. But what I normally do is we get a message from the astrological dice. It kind of focuses us and points us in the direction of where the message comes from. I do an intuitive read of the soul cards. They're just pictures that I intuitively read. I usually use a different oracle deck, but because this is a love message, I'm using the Whispers of Love oracle, and we also do a tarot spread. So again, with it being a focus on love, we're going to look at maybe some things that we can uncover and reveal within our subconscious, or maybe want to, bring some awareness to when it comes to love, self-love specifically, because we know that's the grandest type of love. If you're not loving yourself properly, if you don't have healthy boundaries up and things of that nature, then it's going to, play out and project. Those shadows are going to project out into your relationships, and that's where you find your challenges, because you're operating in a space of unawareness. So let's try to bring some awareness to self-love. What do we want to reveal about self-love today? Spirit, what do we want to reveal about self-love today? So we have Moon in Libra in the second house. Very interesting, because Libra is the relationship sign, okay? It's ruled by Venus. It's what we value. It's about finding fairness and harmony and balance within our relationships. It's partnerships. Libra is we, okay? It rules the seventh house, again, of partnerships. And it doesn't have to just be romantic partnerships. It's business contracts. It's contracts in general. It's how you come into union with others under some type of contract. So marriages do fall under that. But Libra is the relationship sign. So with its opposite sign being Aries, Aries represents me, because it's the first house of self. But as we cross the axis to the seventh house, it shifts from me to we, Libra. How do we find balance? How do we find harmony? How do we make this partnership work? And because it's the second house, all right, let's backtrack. It's the moon, okay? It's the moon in Libra. Moon is our emotional needs. It's how we are emotionally fulfilled. It's what we on an emotional level desire, okay? It's how we find fulfillment. People, interesting that people say that, the moon is the soul. I don't necessarily agree with that. I just know that it's at a very basic level. It's our emotional needs, okay? It's how we find that gratification, that satisfaction, and get fulfilled from an emotional level, okay? So moon in Libra would be needing harmony, needing some type of balance, some type of, even give and take, where it's justice. The scales are, evenly weighed within our partnerships. What I give to you, are you giving back to me? But if we're looking at that from a self perspective, what are you giving to yourself in order to give out to others? Okay? Are you feeding yourself the love that you need in order to be able to give that to others? And when you're looking at what are you feeding yourself, are there negative self-thoughts? Is it a negative mindset, or is it something more positive? Okay? Second house, traditionally ruled by Taurus, also ruled by Venus. And Venus is our values. It's where we place worth in things, where we place value in things. And so in the second house, we start to look at, placing value within, and not just in the material world, it's also our emotions, our relationships. Because as you reach across the axis from the second house to the eighth house, you reach Scorpio. And Scorpio in the eighth house is all about merging with other people. Once we move from the seventh house, which is our relationships and our partnerships, into the eighth house, because in the seventh is where we sign those marriage contracts, or we come into contract with someone, okay? And that's usually at a soul level, whether you physically marry within this lifetime. If you're coming into a union with someone, it's a contract. Your spirit, my soul, your spirit, my spirit, your soul, my soul, your soul. you get what I'm trying to say. We are agreeing to this contract. We're going to do X, Y, Z in this union. So we move to the 8th house, and now we are merging, okay, and sharing things. Now, the 2nd house is, again, where we find those values, where we find the things that are worthwhile to us. And we want to have harmony when we do that. So let's see what the soul cards have to say in relationship to that. Again, they're just pictures that I will read intuitively. Let's see what we have for the soul message. What is the message as it relates to Moon in Libra in the 2nd house? That one just wanted to come out. It was on the bottom of the deck for the longest, okay? Again, as I mentioned, I do feel like it has a lot to do with our self-love, okay? First and foremost. And so when we talk about self-love, again, what are we saying to ourselves? What type of mindset do we have in relation to ourselves? Are we finding value in ourselves? And when we do find value in ourselves, we speak in a positive way, okay? We speak in a positive way to ourselves, and our mindset is in more of a positive, I guess, energy, for lack of a better word. So I feel like this is saying, you know, in order to find value in others, we first have to find value in ourselves, and that begins in self-talk. How are we pouring positivity into ourselves? How are we pouring love into ourselves? And how are we finding balance in how we do that? Okay, let's see what the Whispers of Love Oracle has to say in regards to that. What is the message? What is the message? What is the message? Choose love. You always have a choice. Make yours with love. So I do feel like, you know, this again is always choose love when it comes to yourself. How can you love others? Again, properly, if you're not choosing love within yourself. What are your boundaries looking like? How balanced are you with yourself? Are you giving too much to others and not giving to yourself? It's okay to choose love, but always make that choice with yourself first. All right, let's get some tarot and see what we have. What is the message? We're going to look at past, present, and future. This will be for the upcoming week and looking at the most recent week. But again, time is fluid, so whenever you're guided to this message and the message resonates, then of course it's your message. Show me past, present, and future. Show me past, present, and future. So we have the Queen of Swords in reverse, okay? As a reader, I always see the Queen of Swords as Libra energy. It's all air signs, but I do see it as Libra energy. Let's look at the present. We also have the Ace of Pentacles and the Moon card for the past. Picture the future. I'm sorry, the present. All right, that one flipped over. I'm going to take these back. I'm struggling with these cards, y'all. I'm sorry. All right, let's get two more for the present. We have the Ten of Pentacles in the present. And the future, please. Hit one more. Thank you. All right. Three of Swords in the central of this reading. So, under the deck, we have the Ace of Wands, new beginnings, new passionate beginnings. I do feel like for many of you, there's this opportunity to start new things, okay? Your ideas are being sparked. Your passions are being sparked. You're being motivated to go out and seek new things that are going to bring you money, value, things that you will find value in. The Queen of Pentacles, this is Taurus energy, second house. What do you find value in? What are you giving unto yourself as well? Are you putting in things within your home that bring value to you? But it begins with this spark, this passionate spark, being inspired with ideas. In the past, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Again, I find this as Libra energy. The Queen of Swords is typically when she's upright, whether she's male or female, she's very just, she's fair, she's diplomatic. You can approach her. She has her hand out, just like she may appear a little bit cool and detached and a little bit cold, but she has her hand out like, I'm willing to hear what you have to say, but if it's not fair, if it's not just, you will get cut with the truth, okay? Because the single sword represents the truth. With her in the reverse, this could be someone, this could be the energy of not being fair and not being just, obviously, using your words to cut others, purposely, even intentionally, not balancing things out. And if it's not with others, it's with yourself. Where's the fairness? Where's the justness? Okay, where's the justice? And again, we have Libra with the moon in Libra. Okay, second house. Are you not being fair with yourself? Is your communication with yourself not truthful? Okay, because she also speaks the truth. Are you not being honest with yourself? We have a new opportunity here, something reliable, something stable, something that you could build into becoming the Ten of Pentacles, that Queen of Pentacles that we see under the deck, the King of Pentacles, having reliability and dependability within your relationships. Okay? These are opportunities that are being presented in the past that maybe proper boundaries weren't put up, okay? Because when she's in the upright, she has healthy boundaries in place. But you can't build solid and stable relationships when the boundaries are weak or the boundaries are non-existent. In the past, we also have the Moon card. These are things that are unseen. This is the subconscious or the unconscious, things that are hidden from you. Are you unable to see where maybe you are projecting fears and anxieties, because this represents fears and anxieties as well, or the fear of the unknown. It could also be secrets, but often it's things that you just don't see. They are hidden from you. So I do advise like some type of shadow work if you're unaware of maybe, again, where you are exhibiting some type of unhealthy boundaries. And if you're aware of them, it's time to stop being fearful of them. It's time to illuminate these things, okay? In order for you to get these healthy boundaries and have things, have opportunities that have the ability to grow from something stable on a stable foundation. In the present, we have the Ten of Pentacles. This is also earthly energy. It's like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is building towards the pinnacle of stability. It's long-term foundations, long-term partnerships, okay? But you can't do that if, again, the boundaries aren't there. Sometimes this can be being too much in the material world, where your focus may be too much in the material world and not in the love department. Things that, not those tangible things, okay? Because earth stuff, the pentacles are tangible items. Things that you can see, you can feel, you can touch. But when it comes to love and self-love, That's not something that you can, I mean, you can feel it, but you can't necessarily see it. You can't touch love, okay? It's there, but maybe your focus is too much in the material world. Maybe your values are too much in the material world versus in the emotional space because of the moon here, which often leads to some type of heartbreak. Okay, again, there's an imbalance. Libra, it's balance. There's an imbalance somewhere, and it's causing heartache when it's all said and done. Not that this is not being done to you, but you have to place yourself in the equation when it comes to partnerships and relationships. You can't get an outcome without the two parts contributing to it. If your boundaries are weak, if you are projecting some type of negative self-talk instead of positive self-talk, being confident with who you are, and having a positive mindset, then you end up in this heartache type situations because now you're projecting your own insecurities into a situation, into a connection. Again, the sun is about positivity. It's about joy. It's having a positive outlook on life. It's happiness. It's success. It's things that are illuminated. Okay, you have the moon and the sun here. Something is being hidden and needs to be illuminated when it comes to perhaps something that you learned as a child, something that you've carried, throughout childhood into your adulthood, and it's like your inner child is screaming to be revealed. Heading into the future, I do feel like there is some type of inner child, something that was learned maybe in childhood that you need to do some shadow work to reveal to yourself. We have the Page of Pentacles, because the Page of Pentacles is about learning. It's about acquiring new skills. It's getting new information. It's like the student of the deck where you learn things. So and this is how you build towards a solid foundation, because now you're learning, you're getting certifications, or you're learning Reiki, or you're learning about your chakras, you're learning about meditation, and you're going through the steps of some type of self-realization of learning, okay, about yourself. And watching how harshly you talk with yourself. It's easy when things happen for the mind to rush in and want to say negative things. You big dummy. Oh, that was stupid. Why'd you let that happen? Why'd you even get involved with that person? You're so slow. You're so naive. Those type of thoughts that counter, the truth about who you really are. Sure, we make mistakes, but the way we talk to ourselves about those mistakes should be in a positive way. Like, yes, I did that. However, going forward, I'm going to do XYZ. I'm going to be conscious about who I go into partnership with this Two of Cups, who I extend my cup to, and who I allow to extend their cup to me. I'm going to be very conscious about it. There's going to be a conscious choice when it comes to loving myself so I can love others, because twos are about choices. All right, so that's what I have, my beautiful people. I do hope this soul search message, love edition, has been a little bit beneficial, and I hope you do join us again next week for the next soul search message. Have an awesome week, you guys. See you next time. Peace.